EGM Network.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Getz, your host, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. And today's show is all about, I'm so excited, you guys, turning pain, into purpose and love into legacy. And now, before we dive in, let's take a moment to understand the cause behind today's conversation. So, Crohn's and colitis are chronic conditions that cause inflammation in the digestive tract, leading to symptoms like pain, fatigue, and weight loss. Both conditions are types of inflammatory bowel disease, or often you'll hear it called IBD. While there's no cure yet, support and awareness can make an incredible difference in the lives of those who live with these diseases every day. Now, my guest today knows this all too well. She's a devoted mom, a 21-year veteran of the United States Postal Service. Wait for it. Yes! That's my special button. So she's been with the United States Postal Service for 21 years and the founder of the Andrew Durick Foundation, created in loving memory of her son. Now, through her work, she's helping others living with Crohn's and colitis find strength, support, and hope. So please welcome my mail lady for 10 years. First time on Beauty and the Beach Radio and inspiring people to truly turn loss into light. Please welcome Charlene White. I just realized that rhymed. Hey, Charlene, how are you?
Good. How about yourself, Cindy?
Good. It's so nice to see you not working as mail lady and being able to sit in a cozy chair. I know you had the day off and I was able to snag you and get you on the show today. So thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. So it's a deep subject, but I love how you are turning it into a positive. But let's start from the beginning. So, let's talk about your son, Andrew. First of all, tell us about your son. Tell us about who he was. What was he like? You were sharing a few things before we went on air, some really neat, special things that his friends, had said about him. But what was your son like? And what inspired you to start the Andrew Durick Foundation?
First of all, anybody who knew Andrew, he was a jokester. And he loved having fun. Halloween was his favorite holiday. So we really do our house upright. And
Cindy just put on our screen, you had a fundraiser. It has all kinds of Halloween. So that is part of kind of a tribute to your son.
Yes, that was a raffle that we raffled off at the bowl-a-thon.
Okay.
And it just happened that I found something and I just thought it would be creative.
I love it. So he was a jokester. Tell us more about him.
Unfortunately, in 2015, he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease and he had a lot of pain. He got to the point where he couldn't finish college. He couldn't work anymore. He was homebound. I was taking him to Mayo in Jacksonville. The doctor said at the point that if you wanted a better life, that to have your colon removed would probably be the best. And he thought about it, and he came to his conclusion that that would be. So in March of 2020, he did have his colon removed. He was down to 120 pounds at that point. And after the surgery, he was doing wonderful, and he went to about 185 pounds.
Wonderful.
The picture that you see on
The screen with the car?
The screen with the car, yes. Is his 27th birthday.
Wow.
His last birthday.
Wow. And he looks very healthy there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't even tell that he actually has the bag.
Right. Right. That's so cool. So, okay. So, unfortunately, he's passed away. It was not from Crohn's, right?
Correct. About 16 months after he had his surgeries, he was killed in a hit-and-run car accident.
Wow. Wow. And I know this was hard for you, but you really wanted to focus on how you can make your son's life positive and impact other people. So tell us about the foundation. So what inspired you? What inspired you to develop this foundation for people with Crohn's and colitis?
His brother, Anthony, and I decided to form a foundation to help those with Crohn's and colitis with their financial assistance and also to help find a cure. But our main thing is we want to help those that are struggling financially.
And you had mentioned off air that your son kind of confessed to you at one point that he was so lucky to be able to be on your insurance and have all the medical paid for. But what if he didn't have that? How would he pay for all this medical? So that was part of your inspiration. Is that right?
Correct.
To have the funds for future people with this disease.
That's correct. We definitely wanted to help those with assistance.
Wow. So, and who can benefit from this foundation, from the programs and services that you have?
We have on our website, we have a button where it says either donate or to apply for assistance. So if you have Crohn's or colitis and you need assistance, that could be from any kind of medical bills that insurance doesn't pay, deductibles, just anything that comes with the course of having that medical issue.
Condition, yeah. Wow. Okay, so it's pretty broad. You're really opening up to anybody that's really affected.
Yes.
That needs that assistance. Wow. That's incredible. So, okay, so, let's talk about getting involved. How can people apply for help? I know you mentioned a button. How can they get involved or support your fundraisers?
What they can do is go on our website and we have a donate button if you would like to donate any little or a lot, whatever you can do will go a long way to help us to keep our mission going. And if you are somebody who actually needs the assistance, you can put on the button for assistance and it will pop up and it will give you all the instructions of what to do.
Wow, that is incredible. How many fundraisers do you do? Do you just kind of do them sporadically, or how do you get inspired with your fundraisers?
We have two main ones right now. It's a bowl-a-thon, which is always in July, and Top Golf, which is in Miami Gardens, in February.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I love that. Okay, so, how can our listeners right now that are listening, maybe some have Crohn's and colitis, and maybe some have a brother or a sister or a cousin, and they want to help. What are the best ways people can get a hold of you, be a part of your mission? What's the best way?
The best way is they can contact us by email, on social media. If you can put our information on your Facebook page, Instagram, anything, talk to your community. If you might know somebody that has Crohn's and colitis, let them know about us, because not everybody knows necessarily we're here. So this is what it's all about, to let everybody know we are here. We're not just here to talk about money, what will help us get our mission done or to help people, we want the Crohn's and colitis people to know that they're not alone. That, yes, money is a big part because it's very expensive like everything else. The cost of, getting medications, which we also help. So this way, if everybody can get on our Facebook page, if they can follow us, let everybody know. If they know a business, then say, hey, can you help them? That would be great.
I'm sorry, I forgot. What was it? 2015 he was diagnosed?
Yes.
Okay. So you saw him for maybe 7 years go through this disease.
Yes.
So as a mom, what would you say to moms out there that are listening that have children with colitis or Crohn's? What would you say to them? What kind of advice would you give them?
Only thing you can do is just support them, be there, listen to them. The worst thing I guess you can say is, I know how you feel, because you really don't know how they feel, because it's the pain is just, you can't understand the pain that they go through.
Wow.
And especially if you have severe Crohn's, that's just a whole different ball game. It's not like, having it mild where you can actually go to work or go to school. He had it to the point he was homebound for years.
Wow.
So therefore, he couldn't finish college. He couldn't work anymore. And all he could do is sit and read, and he took his time and learned about Crohn's to acknowledge what was going on.
Sure.
So was his way of getting involved with himself to understand what was going on. He was on forums and spoke with other people that had Crohn's and colitis that were going through different stages.
Wow.
And, that is great. If you know anybody that has Crohn's or colitis, they definitely need to get on those forums to talk with people, because those are the ones who really understand what you're going through. You and I don't understand, because everybody is different that has the disease.
So getting on those forums is really helpful to see other people that are experiencing it. Where would these forums be? Are they on social media, like Facebook groups, or where would they find some of these support groups?
Social media.
Social media. Okay. I think I know the answer to this because you kind of went there, but if your son were here today and he could be on this microphone and talk to the people out there that are suffering from Crohn's and colitis, what would he say to them?
He would definitely, probably not necessarily joke about it, but with his smile, he would just say, learn about it, and, do what you need to do, and just be there.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that. And you were saying before we went on air that because he was homebound, his friends would call him at all day or night just to get great advice or just to hear a positive word. That's amazing.
Definitely. He told me that, and his friends told me that people would call all night long because they knew he would be awake.
Yeah.
So if they had an issue, he would help them with their issue. And I think his friends really remember that about him, that he was always, always there for them, even in his lowest point.
And, I want to be clear, okay, because you were so positive, but this is a very painful disease. And so it's remarkable that I'm sure there was a lot of times he did not feel good, and yet he is still trying to make his friends feel better. That's amazing.
He definitely was hurting 24/7 with excruciating pain. And, but that's the type of person he really truly was.
Wow.
That he always wanted to help everybody. So that is the main reason why his brother and I formed the foundation, was because we know that that's what he would want us to do.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
we hope that we can help a lot of people. We hope that with this broadcast, it will be awareness that we are here and that please, contact us and, let us help you. And you're not alone. That's the most important thing is we want to make sure that you don't have to fight this battle by yourself.
Amen to that. I think Andrew is smiling at you and just thrilled about what you're doing. And of course, Anthony is on board helping you, his brother. So really cool stuff. I'm so proud of what you're doing, Charlene and Anthony. And the website is andrewdurickfoundation.org.
Correct.
And it's a beautiful website and big buttons for people to push to know how to help. But it's Andrew, ANDREW, Durick, DURICK, foundation.org. We need to go to a station break, but stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Stacy with MusicWorks Concerts, and I'm proud to invite you to a special benefit for the Space Coast Symphony Orchestra, November 22nd, 7 p.m. at the Emerson Center in Vero Beach. Join us for Back Home Again, Tom Becker's heartfelt tribute to John Denver. He'll be joined by the Space Coast Symphony Orchestra, led by the electrifying Aaron Collins. Proceeds benefit the Space Coast Symphony, supporting music, education, and community right here at home. For tickets, visit musicworksconcerts.com or call 772-777-9321. See you there.
You'll scream with delight at Little Shop of Horrors, the outlandishly funny sci-fi musical opening the new season at the beautiful Riverside Theater in Vero Beach. At Little Shop of Horrors, the outlandishly funny sci-fi musical opening the new season at the beautiful Riverside Theater in Vero Beach. Seymour, a timid flower shop clerk, discovers a mysterious plant with an appetite for fame, fortune, and human blood. With a rockin' pop score, this cult classic will have you laughing, gasping, and singing along. Little Shop of Horrors is now playing. Get your best tickets now at the box office or riversidetheater.com.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Four Seasons, Braxton, Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of American-made Telescope, Berlin Gardens, Lloyd Flanders, and Pollywood, all with no tariff ever. And we also specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a huge floor sample sale with lots of great markdowns on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Cindy gets. She totally gets it. Oh my gosh, did you see my prom makeup? She so gets it.
Dude, did you see her before and after makeup on Instagram? That makeup girl gets it.
My wedding makeup was so amazing, and my makeup artist, she totally gets it.
My senior photo makeup rocked. She gets it.
You should see her new Facebook profile. Her makeup artist really gets her.
My eye makeup is so on fleek. Thanks, Cindy Getz.
Cindy Getz Makeup Artist, 772-633-4030.
She gets it!
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for always making sure that we are on air and we are able to share stories like Charlene's. And so whether you're buying or selling a home, you want to reach out to them. They've been family owned since 1978. They definitely know what they're doing. You can reach them at 772-231-4712. You can also find them at sorensenrealestate.com. So thank you, Dale Sorensen, for always being our exclusive sponsor. And we also want to thank Varietals and More for always making sure we have lovely beverages for our guests. So you can find them at Royal Palm Point, and Rob and Michelle will take great care of you. That's Varietals and More. All right, I want to just wrap it up. We are talking about a pretty serious subject. It's Crohn's and colitis. It is a disease that's really pretty painful. And Charlene White, she's established a foundation to her and her son, Anthony, to, take care of those that in the future that have Crohn's and colitis in honor of her son, Andrew. What are your final thoughts on this, Charlene?
Andrew fought with such strength and optimism. And that is why we created the foundation to keep his spirit alive.
I love that. I think you're doing a fine job. I think Andrew would be thrilled to see everything that you're doing to raise money so that if people have any medical issues because it's got to be hard already. They feel horrible, and it's like then you have debt. And so that if you can, at least, eliminate that burden or help to carry a little bit of that burden, it's got to be amazing.
That's definitely what we are here to do, is to help those that feel like they're strapped and need assistance. So we want to make sure that everybody knows that we are here. We are here to help. And please, whatever you can do, if it's donate, sponsor one of our events, if you need assistance, get on our website and push that button and, open it up and, do what it says and, ask for help.
And speaking of help, we have about a minute left. And Cindy had a great question on break, Charlene. But for those that are listening right now going, geez, I have chronic pain in my stomach, or what were your son's symptoms, and how does someone find out whether or not they have Crohn's or colitis?
He was just living day by day. And I guess maybe he ate something that could have possibly triggered it. We really don't know what all happened. It's just he went to the doctor and he had a colonoscopy, and that's how we found out.
Wow. How long was he in pain before he went to the doctor and found out, had an official diagnosis? How long was he in pain for?
It's hard to tell because, being young, you don't right away say anything.
Sure.
But,
and he's a guy, so he's probably like, I'm going to just bulldoze through it. Yeah.
But it wasn't too far long because he was hurting and he didn't feel good.
And you could probably tell like something's going on. Yeah.
So thank God for that. At least we knew what we were dealing with.
Right. Well, I love what you're doing. And I think Andrew, again, would be thrilled. And I want to make sure people know that you are a 501c3.
Yes.
So any type of donation is tax. What am I trying to say? Deductible. Thank you. So let's go over how they can find you. So let's go over the website.
Yes. Go on the website, andrewdurickfoundation.org. And there's a donate button. There's an assistance button. Click which one you would like to do. Hopefully, we can get some donations to help our mission, which is to help those with Crohn's and colitis. And if you are that person that needs assistance, please don't be scared. Don't be worried that, oh my gosh, I don't want to beg for money. You're not begging for money. We all are in that spot where sometimes we need that help. And that is exactly why we are here.
All right, you guys. So let's help Charlene help her mission. We love you. Stay beautiful. Have a great day.